Ready to see our first animal? Yeah? Alright, let's all say hi to Dante. Now we're going to touch Dante, but please do not touch him on his head or his legs. Just touch him nicely on his shell.
Dante's cool.
So Dante isn't a turtle, he's an African spur-thighed tortoise. If we put Dante into water, he would sink like a rock to the bottom because his shell is so heavy and he doesn't have fins for swimming with. He has legs for walking with since he is a land tortoise. He can't go into water because it's unsafe, so he'll actually dig holes underneath the ground because he's a burrowing animal. And that is how he will also cool down because he collects moisture from the sand. He can actually burrow 2 feet deep and make tunnels up to 13 wide. Feet long, sorry. He's about 35 to 40 pounds, so Carl's making it look pretty easy as he carries him around. And he will grow to about 250 pounds because he is the 3rd largest tortoise, so he will get quite large when he's fully grown. Now the females also lay their eggs underneath the ground in a little nest, a little dirt nest, and they will cover them up and they will actually leave their eggs and let them hatch on their own. Now once we're done touching Dante, we're going to put him on the ground and see how fast a tortoise can really go. Here he goes. Wow, he's so fast, right? Yeah, no, he's not that fast because he is a herbivore. Does anybody know what a herbivore is? He only eats plants, right? So plants don't move, so Dante doesn't even move that quick to get whatever he wants to eat. And he only eats plants because if he ate protein, his shell would turn into a pyramid instead of this really awesome one we got going on. Now, can anybody tell me what he would do if he was scared? Go in his shell, that's right. His shell is so super strong, so he'd take his legs and his head and put them inside his shell and he'd be protected from, say, a lion's bite. Alright, we're going to say bye to Dante.
Bye, Dante.
Now, an interesting fact about tortoises is there's no way to know how old they are other than being there at their birth. So we know how old he is. He's only 15 years old. Can anybody guess how long he can live till? Does anybody know how long he can live till? 80? A little more than that?
150.
150, yes. He can live to 150 years old, and he's only 15 years old right now, so he has a long time to go. Now the next animal we're going to bring out is very brightly colored, and she is a bird. Here's Tisha, our macaw.
Hello.
And she is part of a tropical parrot group, so if you call her a macaw, if you call her a parrot, that is also correct. But she is a macaw. Now she is very brightly colored, as you can see, and she does live in the rainforest. The rainforest provides awesome protection for her because she camouflages in quite well. And she also lives in groups of 10 to 30 other macaws that also provide protection for her. She will also live with a male, and it's called a pair bond, and they will live together and do everything together. Now she has that big beak, which is super strong. That beak is able to crush 500 pounds per square inch. She also has a tongue unlike ours. Her tongue has a bone inside of it. She needs that bone inside that tongue to help her open up any seeds and nuts, along with that very strong beak of hers. Now she has those white patches on the side of her face, and most macaws or parrots will have these patches on the side of their face, and every one is different with the feathers and the colors. It's kind of like a fingerprint. That's how you can tell most of them apart. She also has 4 claws, 2 in the front and 2 in the back, because she spends most of her time climbing up trees or holding on to tree branches because she sleeps standing up, unlike us to sleep lying down. Alright, we'll say bye to Tisha. Oh dear. That's alright. Oh yeah, so he can scream as loud as a macaw as well. No. Alright, so the next animal we're going to bring up can be up in a tree, on the ground, or in the water, and does it all with no legs. Does anybody know what it's going to be?
Snake.
It's going to be a snake, you got it. It's not just going to be any kind of snake, it's going to be a boa constrictor. Now since he's a male, he won't grow as large as the females. The females can grow up to about 13 to 15 feet long and weigh about 1,000 pounds. He will probably only grow to about 9 feet long. So here's Phil, our boa constrictor.
Wow.
I'm going to hold it.
Now we're all going to get to touch Phil, but please do not squeeze him, just touch him nicely on his back and go with